Two Worlds, One Family by Dragon Translator. Chapter 8. What are you doing? Hiccup, Astrid and Brynja left the house, finding Toothless and Stormfly just outside the door. Both were watching Shadowfire, who was lying down in a small field next to the Hothersons' house. Astrid's two youngest brothers were leaping over Shadowfire's tail. Each time the boys mistimed a jump, they landed onto Shadowfire's tail, causing the dragon to grunt. "Boys!" Brynja bellowed. "Leave that poor dragon alone!" The boys immediately stopped and looked at their father. "But we was playing with Shadowfire," the oldest, Edward, said. "That's not playing and you both know it. Now apologise to Shadowfire and get inside and wash up for supper." "We're sorry, Shadowfire," both boys said before rushing into the house. Gita moved over from where she and Torga were sitting down a pot of water and ran a hand that glowed green over Shadowfire's tail. Shadowfire groaned. Hiccup frowned. "It's a basic healing spell," Gita said, looking up. "It will ease bruises, some pain, and simple wounds. But more complex wounds, or those will need sewing up, will not be affected by it." "So no regrowing my leg?" Gita snickered. "No, I am incapable of that. My studies did not include a major restoration." "What did you study in?" "Hiccup, I've sworn my allegiance and obedience to you. One day, when you have a free moment, I'll explain what I can do and cannot do." "You should know, after all. But not now. I think you have something far more important than that."
"Hiccup," Brynja said before Hiccup could respond. "Take some advice from an old woodcutter. Don't try to learn everything at once. Learning comes with time, and thanks to you and Toothless, we have that time."
"I understand, sir."
"Good lad. Now, why are Toothless and Stormfly alternating between watching you and my daughter and the rest of the village?"
"They said they are our chaperones," Hiccup answered. "All young dragons seeking to court another must be accompanied by adults of their flock."
Stormfly said, "Oh, I see. Well, I'll leave you two with them. I need to go and help Edith get the boys to sit down anyways."
"We got him," Toothless said, giving Brynja his gummy smile.
I see why his name is Toothless."
Everyone chuckled before Brynja headed inside, and the young couple and their chaperones headed into the village. People stared again. Hiccup lifted his chin. Let them stare. Let them see how lucky he was.
"Oh my God!"
Hiccup groaned. Astrid rubbed the side of her head, as if staving off a headache. Toothless and Stormfly huffed and shook their heads.
"Oh, this is gonna be good,"
Toothless said as he and his sister walked over. "Yes, not that's going to have a sheep!" Roughnut cried.
"Yak, muttonhead, it's not that's going to have a yak."
"You take the yak, I'm taking the sheep."
"Wait, why are we talking about supper?"
"I don't know. Sounds good though. Let's get some food. Oh, congrats, Hiccup, Astrid."
"Yeah, well, she said."
The twins walked on, heading for their house. Hiccup glanced at those two with him. Astrid was rubbing her head again. Toothless had his head between his forelegs. Stormfly was shaking her head as if trying to get something out of her ears. "I'm not sure I want to know."
"I think we'd get a headache if we did, Stormfly."
"You know, now that I think about it," Hiccup said, "they probably do that on purpose. It would be the ultimate Loki Day prank." Hiccup took a deep breath. He knew the other villagers knowing was one thing, but now two of their friends knew. I'm not ashamed of you, Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third. And I am not ashamed of my decision. Nothing's changing my mind." Hiccup rubbed the back of his head with his free hand.
"I know. Not much can change your mind."
"Except you."
"Huh?"
"You changed my mind about dragons, Hiccup. You changed all our minds." Hiccup gestured to Toothless and Stormfly.
"They helped," he said softly.
Astrid grunted. "Hiccup, we were wrong about the dragons. You showed us that. Yes, the dragons helped, but you showed us."
"I see what you're doing. Is it working?" Yes.
Good. Astrid squeezed his hand. We were wrong about the dragons, Hiccup. But there is nothing wrong about this. About us. Don't ever think otherwise. I promise to try. I'll remind you every day. I could kiss you right now. Why don't you? Hiccup smirked. He leaned forward and caressed her lips with his own. Astrid returned the kiss and Hiccup forgot where they were and what they were doing. Ahem! We need to find your father, brother. I doubt Astrid's mother will be pleased if you two miss the food while you're doing... What are you doing? It looks like you're trying to suffocate each other. Hiccup jerked, pulling away from Astrid, and began coughing. Astrid seemed to fare no better as she also coughed.
Hiccup? Astrid? Are you both okay?
Great, his father found them. Just what Hiccup always wanted. Oh, Stoic, I think we're interrupting something. And Gobber. Perfect. Who else? Hiccup redirected the question. He did not want to tempt the gods. Especially Loki.
Stoic, can you answer me a question? Toothless asked. I can try.
What is that suffocating lip actions humans seem to enjoy called? We know it's a sign of affection, especially between mates. It just doesn't look like that to us.
Suffocating!
Hiccup heard his father's belly laugh and then heard Gobber begin to cackle. Hiccup wiped the tears from his eyes and risked a glance. His father had great guffaws of laughter shaking his entire frame. Gobber leaned against a building in his mirth. Toothless huffed. Wasn't aware that was a funny question.
No, said Stoic, recovering. It's not. Not really. Just never thought that's what it looks like. To someone who doesn't know. Oh, did I needed that.
He reached over and clapped Hiccup's shoulder.
I trust you've spoken to Brynja.
He gave his permission.
Excellent, excellent.
Stoic looked at Astrid and smiled.
I know my son's a handful, but I know you can handle him.
Dad! Stoic laughed and then looked at Toothless and Stormfly.
You'll keep them both honest, right?
They are far too young for a matehood ceremony, Stormfly said, and have no den to lay their eggs and raise their hatchlings. Toothless added, Toothless! What? It's the truth, brother. Wait, why is your face turning red? Yours too, Astrid. Toothless looked up at Stormfly. I don't think I'll ever understand humans. We can ask Shadowfire or Frostfire. Their mother is human. They might know. Toothless grunted. He then began warbling in the old tongue. Stormfly chittered and chirped at him. He snorted and shook himself, but kept warbling. Frostfire and Palewing walked across the plaza and paused, staring at Toothless. They looked at each other and snorted. Is he okay? Frostfire asked, tossing his head towards Toothless. He's just grumbling about something, Stormfly replied. He'll be fine. Stormfly! Hiccup laughed. Serves you right, brother, he said before looking at Frostfire. Exploring? Aye, Alpha. Is that okay? Sure, Toothless said. Thank you, Palewing said. We have seen and heard so much about this place. We are euphoric to be here. Both bowed to Hiccup before walking away. Brother, what does euphoric mean? I'm not sure. More to ask Elder Gyda's flock? Stormfly asked, looking down at Toothless. This is getting to be a list. Hiccup chuckled at the annoyed look on Toothless's face, then turned to his father. Mrs. Hofferson asked us to find you, Dad. She wants you and I to join her and her family for evening meal.
All right, Stoic said, then turned to Gobber. We'll finish up in the morning.
Aye, Chief. Night all. And Hiccup, Astrid, good on ya. Gobber ambled off, and Stoic followed Hiccup, Astrid, and their dragon chaperones back to the Hoffersons. End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that one. I like that one. And Stoic's right, the lip action suffocating thing, that's funny. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals and albino pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.